March the 1st, 2024. Pastor Robbie George coming to you here on this Friday from High Point, the city of my birth. I'm heading up here to Lowe's Hardware to pick up some plywood for one of the customers that we have, a project that they have there. I just got on Main Street. This is where we used to go sledding at, right over here at Blair Park. You'll see Blair Park coming up there on the right. I also used to play tennis when I was a younger man. There on those tennis courts with some of my friends there when I was in school a long, long time ago. It looks like they've opened this Circle K now. There used to be a Sheetz, and they closed the Sheetz down because of the crime and everything that was happening. And now they've opened up a Circle K here in the same place, or they're in the process. It's not open yet. But getting up into here where I used to work over here at the break time one day, Swain Originals. I think I called my Uncle Ronnie to come and get me that day. I used to work over here at Kaplan Furniture over here to the left. Kagan's Furniture, I'm sorry. Kagan's Home Furniture. It used to just be Kagan's then. Had a lot of jobs back in the day. I worked there at that place there back there too. Some hardware store at the time. 3 jobs right there I had within a couple blocks of one another in my younger days. But this is where my grandpa worked, Mars Furniture, for 30 years till he died in 1983. I worked with a young man that came from Mars Furniture to work at Carpenter where I'm at now. This is Ward Street coming up here, Ward Street. Heading towards downtown High Point here. Used to be Sub City sitting right there on that parking lot where those cars were parked at one time. That's what I remember it being. GTCC really has built up right here from what it started there. It started very small, but they've added to it. Downtown High Point straight ahead. Some of these businesses through here have been here as long as I've been alive. Dodge dealership there, a Hilderton Dodge. It's been there as long as I've been alive. Some different design to the old furniture building over there. I've been seeing that off in the distance and it looked different. I haven't paid attention to it when I've been up here. I grew up 3 blocks to the east right there, Park Street. Used to be my library right there. I used to ride my bike to come to the library. Actually, yes, that was it. I thought it was right here. One of those buildings used to be my library. I think it was that first one I pointed to. It used to be Parker's Newsstand right there. Not that many years ago. Joe Floyd's law firm still on the building there. I don't know that he's still alive, but maybe he is. Here's Green Drive. Always known it as Green Street, but it's Green Drive, East Green Drive. Here's the furniture building, IHFC. International Home Furnishings Center. This here used to be the Radisson Hotel right here. Now it's Phillips Collection. They've opened it up as a showroom. That's a new development there. I was on the phone with Mama the other day and I was riding by there and telling her that they've done closed down the Radisson and opened up a furniture building. Here's our train depot over here, and here's a soldier train tracks right here in the middle of downtown High Point. I love to take pictures of this area here, coming especially from the north back to the south. High Pocket, North Carolina. Just continue to add furniture showrooms to High Point. So the furniture industry, as far as worldwide, is doing well. There's people still coming here to buy furniture, but they're probably getting those shipped over here from being made in China and then getting shipped here. Who knows? Here comes the ambulance. I don't know if they're going to the hospital. Hospital is right over here. If you can see it there, but that's where I was born, where our children, grandchildren were born. About everybody in our family. Janet, I guess. Krispy Kreme donuts. That place has been there as long as I've been alive. Again, this is another, this church right here, very pretty architectural kind of church here. Reminds me a lot of Memorial United Methodist, the way it's designed. First Presbyterian Church, old church, but there's Krispy Kreme donuts. But very beautiful church, the structure there. Going to be preaching on church structure this week. Our fourth message on that subject. Deacon leadership, as we ordain our next two deacon servant leaders at Gravel Hill Baptist Church. Going to be looking at the qualifications for a deacon, and going to mention the qualifications for a deacon's wife there in that message as well. It touches on that in verse 11. But 1 Timothy chapter 3, verses 1 through 16 will be our main text. And we'll have an ordination service once the message is complete, and then we'll have 3 deacons on board. Kepley's Barbecue, that place has been there as long as I can remember. Just not much about High Point has changed in a lot of areas. But I'd like to have some live barbecue. They closed down all the Miss Winters. I could be wrong, but I thought that Cookout had bought all the Miss Winters in High Point. Last day open this Sunday. Yep, she shut down. Cookout has bought all of those Miss Winters and supposed to be opening some kind of taco joint in them, from what I understand. High Point University, they bought half the town as well. I delivered in that part, that building there one time. I forget what it was I delivered there. Over here's a Publix grocery store that they opened a few years back. I wish they had a Publix on the south end of town. I would definitely go there if it was on the south end of town, but I can't ride 50 minutes to come to the grocery store round trip. But there is the Publix. Started first in Florida. That's where I know that it started. I used to go into it when I was in Florida. Here's one of the busiest intersections in High Point, and there's another problem we have in High Point. homeless population, if that's what they are, has increased at a substantial rate. It's not because of our open border there. That's some of our own. But this is the busiest intersection in High Point, I'd say. This intersection in Fairfield and South Main Street, those two intersections. Back when Westchester Mall used to be open, you could add that intersection out there where the mall was. But that was many moons ago. The Providence place, the church had bought that out there many, many years back. It hasn't been a mall in quite a few decades now, but there was a time. People go out there now to the mall to walk. If you go in there to get your tags, there's a tags place there inside the old Westchester Mall. And you'll see people going there to walk and do their exercise. This is where we go, the urgent care over there, the AFC, that's where we go to do our drug test. DOT physicals and all that. And here's our family, one of our family's favorite joints. They have opened up here in High Point, Panda Express Chinese Kitchen. Used to have to go to Wendover and Greensboro, but now right there she is. And I'll be visiting that place here in real short order. As soon as I get this picked up, it won't take me that long up here. I'll be coming back down here and taking lunch and grabbing me some Panda Express, the Lord willing, that is. That's what we should say about everything. If the Lord will, we will do this, we will do that. We will go into such a city and buy and sell and get our gain if the Lord wills. I think the Lord is willing today. They done opened a Popeye's chicken up here. I did not know that. That's the one thing that does change a lot. They sure have. I have not been there. I've not even seen that. And I've been up in here. I've been to Lowe's already one time, but I did not notice that day. Now, those Popeye chickens used to be only out there in Louisiana. Now they open them everywhere. Chick-fil-A. That's our family. One of our family's favorite spots as well. You can see we like food, but you do too. I like Chick-fil-A's ice cream. That's about all I like. I could eat their chicken, but I've got to turn here on the backside. I was told when I was here at Lowe's last time they're turning this place into a Tesla dealership. High Point's done getting big time. Elon Musk got to open up another one of them for all them electric cars they ain't selling. This is the truck entrance. I hope these people realize that. Cut us some slack. Come on. We got an idiot here coming across from Walmart. Crossing the whole road here. Well, I don't know if they're idiot, but they were acting like one. Forgive me, Lord. Now, I gotta get in place here and back up over here where I was last time. This is a tricky spot to back into. All these cars come across over here. It was tricky backing in here last time, that's for sure. So Lowe's Hardware, most of you know this place very well. I get to come up here and pick up stuff, like I said, occasionally. And come up here sometimes to spend too much money this time of year as we're moving into spring now at March the 1st. But probably not going to come up here this year and get some brown mule, black mule, whatever, and get some seeds and those kinds of things. Probably not going to do it this year. It's done got buds on that tree right there. It won't be long. That guy there looks like T.D. Jakes. Up over here, I'm about to get it fixed. Use that window there more than anything. Alright. We have reached our destination. It's not that far up here. That's what I like about it. Because it is Friday. I'm trying to go home here. Still got to take lunch and get back. But Pastor Robbie George coming to you today from High Point, North Carolina.